Pax8 Beyond 2025. What an event. Third year they've had it. I've had the great pleasure of being there for all three. This one was the biggest. It was over 3,400 total attendees, 2,400 partner registrations, like over 40 breakouts and over 40 education sessions. It was the entertainment was fantastic. Snoop Dogg came out and performed. It was a really, really great event. Podcast was there, of course. We had a whole podcasters row. I think there was 10 of us. It was fantastic. It was done very, very well. I was able to, me and my team, we conducted 24 interviews, had 24 great conversations there in Denver. Kathleen Lord, lessons from the saddle, grit, growth, and tech insight. Great conversation with Kathleen. Aaron Pederick, yes, coaching cybersecurity and real life comebacks. Fascinating story Aaron has. Shlomi, of course, I've known Shlomi Jan for a little while now. Really, really insightful. Really like talking to Shlomi. Kim Simmons, my goodness, what such energy, such life. I hope to be working more with her and her team. They were gracious enough to invite me to a dinner. It was they've got a great product, smarter. The name of the episode is Creativity Meets Contracts. Colin Britton, of course, Formula One to Intune. Great partner there. Colin, great conversation with Intune with his great platform. Marco LaVecchia, data, purpose, and the MSP playbook. Great conversation with Marco. Rex Frank, my old friend. I've known Rex for, 15, 20 years. He's there at Pax8. Really knowledgeable. Learned some things about him I didn't know during our conversation. Oh my goodness, Lorna Berman. What a delight. What an absolute delight to talk to Lorna and her team riding Malibu and running MSP ops. She's got a horse named Malibu, but great insight, great platform they had there too. Tom Harshbarger. My goodness, I've known Tom since he was at Microsoft about 20 years. Now he's with this great firm, Metallica, misconfigs and mindset. We talk a lot about that. Great conversation with Tom. Lewis, of course, Begdanis from Uvilla. Great conversation. I start off with cooking. I like to cook, and he does too. Meatball Mindset and MSP projects. Darren Swan, great conversation with Darren. I've known Darren for a little while now. Enjoyed talking to him. Opened the conversation with Vinyl, Espresso, and Cyber Trust. Pinar, yes, I love speaking with Pinar. Pickleball, Possums and Proactive Security. Great conversation with Pinar, CEO of that great firm. Tanya, of course, got to know Tanya. We had a great conversation on the phone before we met there and had the conversation in Denver. Tanya Alfonso from Kitchen to Cybersecurity. Damo, I love talking to Damo, of course, from Super Ops. Barbells and AI for MSPs. Great conversation with Demo. Charlie Tomio. I've known Charlie for 15, 20 years now. Great talking. We talk about, phishing and MSP automation, the great Roost platform. Ryan Etteridge, Black Belts and CyberSec. Great conversation with Ryan. Fascinating insight. The martial arts plays on people's lives. Joe Saunders, cigars, securities, and self-reflection. Great conversation with Joe. Rob Ray, been in the community for, I've known him since he was even before Dado, fellow Connecticut resident. Great talking to Rob. He's doing great things there as vice president there at Pax8. Drew Schlessel, of course, great talking about their Wasabi platform. We actually became a partner as well. The platform is so good. Chance Weaver, AI adoption. He's there at Pax8 talking about his great story and how he got there, but he's working on AI adoption at Pax8. Christopher Marquez. I've had the good pleasure of knowing Christopher for a little while now. We talk about Chile, coaching and cyber threats. Really great insight from Christopher. Chris Day, been in the, my goodness, I've known him since, from IT Glue all the way where he is now at ScalePad. Been in the system for a long, been in the channel, the community for a long time. Gene Kim, surfboard, security, and staying operational. Enjoyed talking to Gene. I had the chance to meet him at Secure, ConnectWise Secure. And lastly, Ken Tripp, Microsoft Copilot and compliance. Great conversations there at Pax8 Beyond 2025. Incredible event. Can't wait to see what they come up with next. Hi, I'm Joey Pinz, and here's my 45-second introduction. After starting my business in the 90s, I started developing poor habits of eating in my diet because of working way too much. Before you know it, I found myself 340 pounds. The doctor told me if I don't lose the weight, I'm not going to see my daughter graduate. Took the next 7 months, lost 130 pounds. People think there's some secret. Ask me, how'd you lose that weight? Like there's some secret. There is no secret. How'd I lose the weight? Just one word: discipline. I've had other successes in life, and I attribute them all to discipline. Now, I'm not the king of discipline, but I believe that it can help all of us. Friends, colleagues convinced me to start a podcast. The podcast mission: how do we better ourselves and society? I talk to interesting people in health, fitness, sport, wellness, business, technology, science, art, and culture. And I eventually ask them how discipline plays a role in their life. Podcast vision: growth through learning from others. What is it about dogs you like?
What about dogs that I like?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You like dogs, don't you?
I love dogs.
Why?
Because they're like little miracles walking on earth. I mean,
They're miracles.
they are miracles, aren't they?
And they love you unconditionally.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Not my dogs. They're spoiled. No, dogs are a cool part of life.
Are they? And you
Yeah.
have?
I have 2 dogs. I have 2 adopted dogs, one pit bull mix, one who knows where. He's something.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And your life is fulfilled with the dogs. It helps.
I mean, to be honest, because I travel all the time,
Yeah,
it's a
me
pain
too.
in the ass and it costs so much money,
Right.
but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Such is life. But yeah, like 100%, I would not be without dogs.
In this fast-paced MSP landscape, how do you stay ahead? Introducing MSPinfluencer.com, your ultimate hub for MSP news, insights, and community connection, powered by Forza Dash. More than 75,000 MSPs subscribe to our MSP Influencer Pulse weekly newsletter, staying informed and ahead of industry trends. Tune in to emerging podcasts from Joey Pinz and leading MSP voices, offering essential tips, powerful insights, and success stories. Explore our multi-authored blogs, crafted specifically for MSP leaders, delivering fresh perspectives and actionable strategies. Celebrate excellence with the industry-leading Forza-Dash MSP Influencer Awards, recognizing innovation, leadership, and impact in the MSP community. Join thousands of MSP professionals who trust MSPinfluencer.com to grow their business and expand their networks. MSPinfluencer.com, where today's MSP leaders connect, collaborate, and conquer, all powered by the Forza Dash platform, helping MSP vendors work effectively with MSPs and helping MSPs grow.
I'm pot committed.
Yes, yeah. That's why I didn't get dogs. I just travel way too much. Yeah, but my friends have dogs, my kids do,
Yeah.
and I get to see them there. Yeah. And you travel a lot, more than you like?
To be honest, more than I like, yes. I'm old enough now that I traveled enough. You know? I traveled all over the world internationally. I've seen amazing places, but yeah. It's like a young person's job. Not that
Yeah.
I'm saying that I'm too old, but you know what I mean.
I
You know?
do, I
We've
do.
been there, done that, drank enough.
It gets taxing a bit.
Correct.
Airports,
Yeah.
sleeping
Your
in
body
different-
gets tired, the jet
Yeah,
lag.
yeah.
And you need to be always on socially, like, yeah.
Are you traveling for recreation anymore? I hope.
Yeah, of course, I do. I was in an Alaska cruise 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
That was really nice.
Yes.
But it's just like the event season, of course. Thank God I'm actually not traveling internationally. Because then it's longer trips and jet lag is more. But yeah, like Timus Networks, we do go to a lot of events. Obviously,
Right.
channel, you have to be at the events, and it's always one of those things. Like if I'm not going, then I have the fear of missing out because I love actually meeting our existing partners.
Right.
I love the energy. I love supporting the team.
And what kind of puzzles do you like?
Man, like, why do you know so much about me? So I'm a huge Lego person.
Legos.
I love like listening to a sci-fi audiobook and doing Legos.
Whoa.
Yeah, and yeah, like it's like I'm gonna buy a bigger house at this point, to be honest.
To fit.
Yeah, there's no. It's an addiction. I mean, it could be worse. I guess it could be addiction, something worse.
That's right. That's destructive.
Legos, correct.
Yeah.
But Legos are addictive. I also even like the regular puzzles. You know, it's just like as leaders, we are always like thinking. There's billions of things in our heads, and I think these type of things, it allows you to calm your nervous system, like sit down, get excited about like when you find a piece,
Yes.
you get that dopamine. It allows you, I think, a little mini vacation
Right.
between that time that you're doing something completely different than your work. And I play pickleball, so
Pickleball's a nice release too.
yeah.
You turn the phone off, you take it away,
Yeah.
you're off the grid, and you just
Yeah.
get there and you sweat and you swear
Exactly. Yeah,
That's great.
I do all of those.
and yeah. I play a little pickleball too. Yeah.
Oh my God! Like, what's your Duper score?
I'm not that much. I play more tennis than pickleball.
I hate tennis players. Like you guys.
Yeah, you're right. There's a
You
little
guys
bit
are
of a
like
clash.
you're like naturally better, you know, at pickleball. Like I didn't play tennis. It's one of those things. It's really uncomfortable to start playing pickleball because you're not used to not being good, right?
Right.
And you have to keep putting the effort, trust the
Yeah.
process,
Yeah.
keep going to the pickleball court, like
Yes.
keep taking lessons, and but at the same time, it's not immediate. Like
Right.
you have to like keep in the
You gotta
work.
develop.
It's frustrating.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, tennis is more elbow, pickleball's a little more wrist.
Yeah.
Is that safe to say?
I guess it depends if you're in the kitchen, if you're in the.
You can't
like,
be in the kitchen, Pinar. You know this. You can't go in there. Only if it bounces.
Yeah, but if you're in the kitchen line, you know,
I say, yeah. If you're
Yeah.
up front, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
great sport. Yeah. A lot more injuries with pickleball than I know some physical therapists that are treating all these pickleball injuries.
Yeah, because I think a lot of older people play it too,
Right.
right? Like, but I think like we would get injured or they would get injured no matter what.
matter
So
what.
at least you're doing exercise.
At least you're getting out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here at Pax8 Beyond 25 in Denver. Not too. You're in Miami, I believe. Not too. I'm in Tampa, so similar
Yeah.
flight length. What are some of your goals this week?
So we are a channel-only vendor, meaning we only go to market through our MSP partners. A couple of things we wanted to achieve from this conference. This is our first Pax8 Beyond. We are becoming a Pax8 partner, hopefully sometime in the summer, which is a great thing for our partners who were asking us to become part of Pax8, and also, of course, it's great for us. And I love the energy here. Like I'm happy that we definitely attended. The second thing is, of course, these events are expensive, so we need some ROI. And for us, that means hang out with our existing MSP partners, the customer intimacy. I'm a big believer in that, and I love the energy the MSPs bring, all the feedback they give us. So we are better together. And then the third thing is, of course, get new MSPs interested in our solution. So it's the lead generation, the usual.
The usual, yes. What does Timus do for MSPs?
So we are all about modern security for the modern MSP stack. And what I mean by that is the old ways of doing things have really changed, right? The data is everywhere, users are everywhere. So this traditional network perimeter has completely dissolved.
Yeah.
And what this means is if you are using all these like legacy tools, right? Like, hey, let me have a firewall, some VPNs, and try to do things disjointedly, you will have gaps in your security, and you will have risk. So all the employees are just like walking risk factors, like think of like diseases, but we're all walking risk factors.
Yes.
So you cannot leave it to the employee to do the right thing at all times. So the solution that we have, Timus SASE, basically just like an antivirus, it sits on your phone or laptop, it's OS agnostic, and it protects you with an always-on encrypted tunnel to your corporate resources. So there is no scenario where you don't have an always-on encryption to the resources, so you don't have to think of, oh, should I have, I should have connected to the VPN, right? The problem with VPNs are they're not always on. People have to remember it, and then traditional VPNs, to be honest, like they are one of the biggest risks. It's so easy to steal credentials.
You said that, yeah.
And then once the hacker gets in, they can move laterally. So we remove all of that. We replace all the VPNs. We replace DNS filters. And we streamline things. Like we make it very simple. We give back the control of the network back to the MSP.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you like working with MSPs?
I actually didn't always work with MSPs, and I love it. I love the community aspect, right? Like we're all small, medium businesses, including the vendors, and it's, you know, I've done large enterprise sales. I worked in very large enterprises. I worked in high growth startups. I sold into enterprises, and MSP is a different, very different community. It's really, I really love it. I genuinely love it. Yeah.
Hey, Joey Pinz here. Want to take your podcast experience to the next level? I'm excited to invite you to become a YouTube member. It's the absolute best way to support the channel and enhance your connection. Join our amazing community and unlock the incredible perks, custom loyalty badges, exclusive emojis, and priority comment replies. Your voice will always stand out. Be the first to watch new videos with early access, receive special membership shoutouts, and get exclusive behind-the-scenes photos and updates. Dive into content available only to our members, special videos, deep dives, and insider perspectives. Engage directly with me. Suggest podcast topics you want to hear, and even get personalized video shoutouts. Hit the join button right now and become part of something special. Let's build this amazing community together. I can't wait to welcome you as a new member. Join the Joey Pinz family today.
I love the community.
You were first introduced when?
To the MSP 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what surprised you about them?
It's, you know, there are so many of them, right?
Yes.
Like, so there are, just like humans, there are different types of MSPs. The type of MSP that I love, I guess because I'm also a hungry person, I'm a passionate person. I love solving problems. Like I love being out there. So I love ambitious MSPs. I love like, hey, MSPs that want to grow. And so that's why, like with Timus Sassy, right now is one of the lower hanging fruits to sell, because there's a huge need in the market for a solution like ours. So we love working with those MSPs that want to grow, right? That are ambitious, that want to sell, that want to market. They're not just like behind their laptops doing IT support. Yeah.
When MSPs are looking for security partners,
Yes.
what should they be asking for? What should they be looking for?
They should be looking for us, for sure.
Okay.
Kidding aside, I can honestly say is, so network security or security is a complex topic, right?
Yes.
Like it's software will be software. So you will need support. I think one of the most critical aspects is, does your vendor care about you? Are you just a number for them, or are they really going above and beyond, like to listen to the feedback? So that's another, obviously support. Let's start with support. Like support is so important, how you are getting supported. And then the number two is if you're being listened to, because MSPs are the ones that are using your tool, right? And they have been so valuable to us in iterating our solution, iterating the features, iterating the roadmap. Like how to prioritize, right? Some of the things versus others. And that only happens if you listen to them, like if you're on the field with them, and if their feedback really means something. So like they need to work with partners, like not only of course technologically sound, but also not only MSP friendly either, but MSP focused. Like I said, like we don't even sell direct. We never compete with our partners. Yeah, so I can't even make money if my MSPs don't sell it. So we are very motivated to work with our partners.
I had an MSP, I sold it, and I work with a lot of MSPs. And the three things that keep them up at night has been pretty consistent the last 5 or 6 years. First is security.
Yeah.
They're worried about their clients getting hacked. Then they'll have to allocate resources. They'll probably get fired, maybe sued.
Sure.
They're worried about that. Two is human capital. They're worried about if their technicians leave, how will they replace them?
Yeah.
How will they get new? And third is just general growth. They're usually tech-led. They're not strong in the marketing and sales.
100%, yeah.
So it seems like you help all three.
Oh yeah, it's we're like easy to use, easy to deploy, and also easy to do business with. And within that easy to do business with is not only be amazing at support, but also the sales enablement. Like to your point, a lot of MSPs, they have technical background. Maybe they're not comfortable with selling, especially when it comes to security. Sometimes they're apologetic because they think it's a cost center. I can guarantee you security is not a cost center anymore. It's a business enabler. Because without security, the risks are way too high in this risk economy. Like there is no way on earth where, I can get away with not having enough security because I'm too small. Like, no, your data is as valuable as any enterprise. And on top of it, SMBs are in a hacker sweet spot, right? Because they don't have the necessary training, they don't have the budget, and the tools they have, they're probably using it wrong. So more than ever, they need even more security because hackers love SMBs. I mean, a majority of ransomware is towards SMBs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Pinar, has there been anything in the last month or so you changed your mind on?
Yeah, I changed my mind a lot, but not necessarily about the work stuff. So I'll tell you one thing that I was thinking of. Like I told you, right? Like I actually am a big Lego person. I do obviously like 18 plus.
Wow.
And like 5,000 pieces.
Wow.
Those are the types of Legos I love. And I was reading this article about possums. So apparently possums, it takes like, I don't know, like a couple of weeks to give birth to a baby.
Really?
And I was thinking like, this is like a 6+ Lego with 500 pieces. And then the humans, of course, are like 18+ Lego. So it's like, it's all these bricks with different complexity in the Legos. So yeah, those are the type of things I'm thinking when I'm not thinking about work.
Good for you. You need to have these diversions. You need to have these passions elsewhere, right?
You have to. I mean, otherwise...
you go crazy, right?
Also, life becomes boring, right? Like if you are... Like life is a game at the end of it. Like we come to life only once, and you really need to make the most out of it. And if you're like, maybe it's because I'm European, I know like in America we love working all the time. We make it as if it's a good thing. I've never taken a vacation. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm of the mindset that living even itself is a miracle. Like it took so long, like so much stuff to happen in the right way for you to be alive. That you better take advantage of it. So yeah, like definitely, like work is obviously very important. Like I'm the CEO of a very high growth startup. We are very ambitious. I love winning, but at the same time, I also like the silly side of things.
Where are you from in Europe?
So I'm from the European side of Turkey. I'm from Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Yeah.
Because Turkey, actually, isn't it Turkey A? Didn't they?
Yeah, it's actually, thank you. Yeah, it's Turkey now. Yeah.
Turkey,
yeah. But like the western side of Turkey is very European.
Right.
I grew up listening to like U2 and Madonna and stuff. Yeah.
Because Asia Minor, it's
correct.
Right?
Yeah.
It's formerly
Yeah.
Constantinople. Yeah. I hear great things.
It's a wonderful country.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. Started my MSP in the 90s, Pinar, and I was working way too hard, not paying attention to myself. I was in my 20s. I'm at the doctor's office, and she tells me I'm at 340 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
Did she need to tell you that you didn't have mirrors?
I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention. I've been an athlete my whole life, but I just was putting my health in the back seat.
Yeah. Wow.
She says, if you don't lose this weight, you're not going to see your daughter graduate. My daughter was just born.
Yeah.
It scared the life out of me. Driving home, punching the steering wheel. What have I done?
Yeah.
Spent the next 6-7 months, lost about 120 pounds.
Unbelievable.
And kept it off. You can't look at it as a finishing line, right?
No,
These are lifelong.
It's definitely a journey. Like a health is a journey.
All the way through. When I tell people this story, they say, what's your secret, what you do? And I say, there's no secret. Discipline.
Yeah.
I have focus, willpower. How does discipline play a role in your life?
So you need to live the life, or let me put it this way. You need to set your mindset to the person that you already are versus going, let's say like you want to be skinny, right? You need to act like a skinny person, like have that mindset, and then like give enough time, you'll get there. So I like choose your identity and then slowly do the things that jive well with that identity, and you will get there. Like I always like to think myself as an athlete. I'm not an athlete, but having that identity makes me exercise, eat healthier, do the things I wouldn't do otherwise. Like it gives you, like you said, more discipline. But I think it starts with identity. How are you identifying yourself? And that actually can change. Like we are not born with a single people put themselves into boxes for no reason. They're like, oh, I'm a person that is like, who says? You can always you just change the conversation. So I'm a big believer in growth mindset.
Want to show your love for discipline, inspiration, and the Joey Pinz podcast? Now's your chance. Introducing the brand new Joey Pinz merch store, where style meets discipline. Choose from premium apparel, cozy hoodies, stylish hats, durable bags, and your new favorite coffee mug, all featuring the iconic Joey Pinz logo. Perfect for podcast fans, discipline enthusiasts, or as unique gifts for friends and family. Every purchase supports the Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations podcast, helping us continue to inspire greatness and promote positive change. Visit joeypinz.com/store today and wear your discipline proudly. Joey Pinz merch. Wear it, share it, and live it. Yeah. Be the person you want to be. Choose your, it's important.
Yeah, like to be the person you want to be, first you need to become that person in your mind. And then once you become that person, you'll see some miracles happening.
You will.
Yeah.
What motivates you?
I'm just self-motivated, man. Like what motivates me, I'm just like self-excited, I guess, self-energized, just like life, friends, dogs, just doing a good job, being a nice person. Success, of course. I like money, not like I have no desire to have too much money, but of course money enables things to the extent, you can have a more adventurous life.
Yes.
So I'm an optimistic person, that's My goal in life is not necessarily to be happy all the time, but to be content in the directions that you want to live your life.
Happy is nice, but content is okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, when you go to bed, you need to have the peace of mind that that day aligned with who you are.
So your message to MSPs this week, Pinar, is what?
Come to our booth, 813. And again, guys, we're all humans. We're all on the same team. The security vendors, they are alongside with the MSPs. We are with you to win the game. It is a complicated game. AI is here. It's insane, how now you can do deep fakes. Yeah. Phishing emails became impossible to discern to the naked eye. So work with your vendors and be the trusted security partner to your clients. We have to really move from reactive IT support vendor to proactive strategic security partners to the SMBs, because they need you. You need to stand up for them. Right? So if you also go to the SMB with this mindset, the conversations will be much easier than, oh, this is so expensive, oh, this is cost center. You need to change your own mindset first to convince the SMB that, because their literally livelihood depends on it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Anybody listening and watching, how can they get in touch with you?
So timusnetworks.com is our website. I'm on LinkedIn, obviously. And I'm very approachable. We love listening to our MSP partners. They can, of course, go to our website, ask for a demo. Today I'm at the booth, so they can visit me today. But in general, I'm out and about. TIMUS, Timus Networks, plural.com. Yes.
Thank you so much, Pinar.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for listening and or viewing Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations. Please share this episode with one or two of your friends who you think may benefit from the episode. Our website, www.joeypinz.com. There you'll find lots of resources and you could join our mailing list. Please follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Podcast information, the Video version of our podcast is on YouTube. Please subscribe. Audio is on all major podcasting platforms. Please follow them. And if you like it, please consider giving 5-star rating. Would really appreciate that. Thank you again for listening or watching Joey Pinz Disciplined Conversations.